And here they are flying over me now outside. License plate 6XLR395. They're going to federal prison. They're crossing path. They're doing so in what is directed light. They're monitoring with the Ontario Police. I want you to see here. This is shadow on here, and here's my shadow over here as well. This is impossible light. Those are the demons, okay? When I'm inside of the apartment complex flying over, there's no question that the Ontario Police are my stalker. This is the state of California, and they are stalking me. I am literally the center of those demons' universe. That's why this is also where the entity places a fake sun over me. This is where the entity places a fake moon. This is where they engage in what is sexually molesting me, touching me with all manner of light, as I am literally the center of everything that they do. That's not a compliment. It's the inferiority of Satan, okay? And you're going to prosecute this, because this is terrorism. Tracy Banks' communication device is intentionally left in the car. She didn't forget it. She's monitoring with the Ontario Police, who are flying over me now here, flying directly over the apartments when I'm inside of her vehicle over there, directed light across the apartment building. This is P.O.C. This is a mother that sacrificed her own daughter. She's crossing path. Her shadow's moving across the wall. This is sad. This is a demon. This is P.O.C. Pay attention here and here. It does not change because you know the demon's name. And I will prosecute like every other minion. This is federal prison. The Ontario Police Department are monitoring with her and 630 North Fern, 325 West G Street, Woodside Senior Apartments, and they're monitoring with communication devices. This is demonic pacing. This is what Jay Burnett was engaging in, just as I captured. Those demons were pacing around me, aiming flashlights inside of the car, stalking. This is what they're doing at the Ovid Family Community Library, and this is what they're doing stalking in Chino today. Stalking. That fat-faced minion with directed light on her face while she's engaged in harassment and criminal summons, she's going to federal prison. And she's also monitoring with Jason. They're going to federal prison. This is P.O.C. She's worried about me being in the middle of the street while she's monitoring, and an entity is stalking by a helicopter. That's a psychopath. This is P.O.C. This is literally absence of any concern while she's monitoring this is the reality of what she's doing. This is monitoring. All right, this is P.O.C. And it's also a form for what is loitering in relevant position. 6YOX838, that's the address of 325 West G Street. They're going to federal prison. This is the impermissible threat. And this is literally flying in circles. This demon is no less of a threat. That's a threat to your life. This is speaking to the level of malice by a state. She represents a communication device. She's monitoring with the demons who are molesting me while I'm inside of her car with directed light, because that's what they do when they're driving by and flying over. This is P.O.C. This is demonic pacing, and this is a demon loitering. She's monitoring with another demon who is sitting in the middle of the street, molesting. Tracy Banks is going to federal prison. I want you to pay attention to this. She's going to federal prison. That's exactly what I'm going to use as evidence. Tracy Banks is a sex offender. She's molesting with these demons. Right? All you're doing is interchanging the name. It's the same conduct. Directed light across the wall over here. This is a demon. That's a demon. Their headlights are not creating that cycling light, moving the shadows of the vehicles. This is demon 8DRM860 federal prison. And so are all these 6LEW978. This is literally the entity that provides that ongoing evidence of the exact same system of what I am documenting. There is no question. 7CVF583. And plainly engaging in that stalking conduct, terrorizing with the helicopter, that's the Ontario Police Department. I'll prosecute the Chino Branch Library, because this is the same system that they're engaging in while I come to Ontario. It's a ceaseless P.O.C. BSDNA 77. They're going to federal prison. All right, could not be the least concerned about my safety. That's why she's stalking with the Ontario Police, engaging in criminal summoning with the Ontario Police, engaging in criminal defamation with the Ontario Police Department. And she is right now monitoring with the Ontario Police Department while they're flying in circles. What do you think she's doing? She's stalking. She's stalking. That's what group stalking is. It's not based on your knowing their name. It's not based on where they live. It's state surveillance. And she's going to sit in federal prison. All right, it's not focusing on her because this is evidence against an entity, the disbanding of the Ontario Police Department, who is plainly, just arrogantly, well, there's nothing arrogant about it, actually. You're just talking about what is impunity. I mean, plain stalking of a person, of an American citizen that they know is documenting flying in circles. Yeah. They're going to federal prison. This is what Murillo, those demons in directed light under the fake sun in Chino, California, will engage in. Because guess what? At 5:45 p.m., the sun's not over the Ovid Family Community Library where the Ontario Police Department are stalking in helicopter. That's not what's going on, and they're stalking right now. And that is evidence against the same entity, the Chino Police Department, the Chino Branch Library, all of those demons in the city of Chino as I documented it. It is currently 9:03 p.m. and Woodside Senior Apartments engaging in monitoring. Look at this psychopath. She's stalking. Look at her. She is stalking. This is a stalker. That's what she's a group stalker. What is group stalking? It's demonic monitoring, and she's sitting out here monitoring with the rest